are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You are now tuned in to All Hustle, No Fear.
If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. The most powerful thing in the world. Stash it. Blessing, Satan, payments, money, power. Money, power. Stash it, cash it, have it, bless it, say them, payments, till it's raining. Money and the power, get the money and the power, babe. Money and the power, money and the power, babe. Stash it, cash it, have it, bless it, say them, payments, till it's raining. Money and the power, get the money and the power, babe. Money and the power, money and the power, babe. A couple bands is nothing flexing, but we call it strutting. I'm not rich, but I got something. See more commas, I'll be lesson. Not saying it solves your problems, but your shirts are definitely soften. See a model, makeup bob, and niggas obey even nonsense. Saving them dollars, pop my collar. Hoes gon' holler when they see the new father. Consider it honor your female partner. Don't matter what niggas since they just got. Let's waste no sense. They don't go to swallow and knock out goals like I'm playing soccer. The spur, the scholar, the fed, the water. With all this green, I should have been a farmer. Don't care from Papa inside. A monster, a king like Austin. My bitch, Miss Parker. All I see are dollar signs in my mind all the time. Committed to doing crimes just so I can buy my lives. Still on bills, bills for real. I swipe and fail, harder than still. It's so real, the mom's still. Buy anything, my pockets to chill. Say it once, I'm that nigga that's fidelity accountant. Got 6 figures, I say it again. I'm that nigga fidelity accountant. Got 6 figures. Stash it, cash it, have it, bless it. Say them, payments, till it's raining. Money and the power, get the money and the power, big. Money and the power, money and the power, big. Stash it, cash it, have it, bless it. Say them, payments, till it's raining. Money and the power, get the money and the power, big. Money and the power, money and the power, big. US dollar, currency, swear, changes everything.
Midwest Kids just released a collaboration with Hollister. It's amazing what's possible when everyone has a voice at the table, not just a seat. Seeing is believing. Head to Hollister.com to grab some exclusive merch from Midwest Kids.
I just want to run my business and do ratchet shit with my friends, and that's it. That's it. That's it.
You are now tuned in to All Hustle and No Fear with your girl, the Hood Unicorn. Come on, let's go.
Back against the wall, last name against the ropes. Middle finger stretched, if you thinking it's a joke, tell my friends I'm about to blow, 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 about to blow.
Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing? How you been? It's your good friend, the Hood Unicorn. That's right. I'm Sunshine Reigns, aka Griselda Blanca, aka Uni the Motivator, aka the Party Starter. But you tune in each and every morning because I'm your Hood Unicorn, and we're gonna get this day started with no playing games, y'all. It is already the end of February. Like February, we got like what? Not even 8 days left. It's like 6 days left of February, and then we running into March. We marching into March. With that being said, what have you done? What have you done? What are you doing? Everybody starts their year off running. They started off with that momentum. They started off ready to go, talking about, I got resolutions. This is a new year. This is new me. I'm about to change my whole life. And then March comes around and you're just like, so where is that momentum? Where's all that new year, new me? Where's all that work you were going to put in? You got to slow down there, son. Don't let the idea of this being such a daunting task, you know what I'm saying? Don't let this be something that is so big to you that when you really actually start working on it, you get frustrated and you give in and you give up. It's a lot of people out there who are wanting to change their lives, but don't realize that change comes with resistance. Okay? Nothing is easy. Change doesn't just happen overnight. And if it does, you're a psychopath. Okay? If you can just change your whole world immediately like that and keep up with it, you're psycho. Okay. And I don't mean psycho in a bad way, like, oh my God, we don't say that word. That's not. No, I'm talking about psycho like the people in the Netflix movies, like, that kind of psycho. Okay. Don't play with me. Okay. Anybody else, us regular people out here, you have to build habits. You have to have discipline. You have to have want. Okay. And you have to constantly work on changing who you are to be that person. And it sounds good when we first start out saying we want to change, but a lot of us do not hold on to that thought process long enough to actually enact the change. Okay. So you have to do something over and over and over again and believe that what you're doing is going to change until it does change. And it's very difficult. It's very hard. Not everybody can do it. That's why not everybody's a winner. That's why not everybody is in first place. That's why not everybody's a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? With that change, you've got to be willing to accept the failures that you're going to go through when you change. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to accept the fall shorts and still say, okay, even though I fell short today, I'm still going to be better tomorrow. I'm still going to go towards this goal of changing who I am and who I want to be. Okay? So I'm hoping that if you're out there, if you're listening to my voice right now, if it's something that you were planning on doing, something that you wanted to be, something that you wanted to accomplish, a goal that you had in mind, and you're realizing that you're not going towards that goal as strong as you were going towards that goal when you set it. If you're realizing that you're faltering a little bit, you're a little bit weak, you know, when a dude be on top of you trying to have sex and he a little weak in there, your shoulders getting a little weak, that you go ahead and you realize that that's okay, but you got to continue. You got to keep going. You got to work through the weakness. Okay. When you're working out, when you're in the gym, this is controlled failure. You're failing at the weight that you're trying to lift until you can lift it. So don't believe that when you're trying to change mentally, that you're not going to have to work at it, that you're not going to have to fail through the problems. Okay? If you're a selfish person, I don't expect you to automatically become a philanthropist. No. But I do expect you to take less selfish decisions and choices as you make your way to that place. You know what I'm saying? You can't lose all the weight in a day. But I do expect you to change your eating habits. I do expect you to change how you move your body. I do expect you to realize that it's not just a physical thing, it's a mental thing. If you're trying to build that business, write that book, whatever it is that you're trying to do, I hope that you realize and understand that there are going to be times where it's going to be harder. There are going to be times where it's going to be easier. But no matter what, as long as you're in the game, as your head is in the game, you haven't given up, you can continue forward. All right, that's all my motivation for today. That's it. That's all I had. That's all I had. Look, you know what I'm saying? It's like I get possessed for a second. You know what I'm saying? I get possessed by the gods of words, and they just come in and they say, this is what the people need. And then they shoot and they gone out. And then they gone. And now it's time for all of the rest of it. Okay? But yes, we get it. It's getting difficult. What do I call that morning motivation? Somebody give me a name for it so I can add it to the list of stuff. So when I read this morning's motivation was good. This is keep going through the change. I don't know. I'll re-listen to it, but this one was a good one. I'm just gonna put good one. It was a good one. Yep. 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 We'll come back and we'll edit that in there. All right. We've already got some comments this morning. Good morning, teacher Anitra. I see you're up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Hey, Rodney Watson. Hey, Rodney, thank you so much for sending people. We had somebody listening in last week. And if you go back to last week's show and just listen to it, I promise you at the end of it, it was all about you for a good 2 minutes. Like 2 whole minutes. It was about you. All right. What's up, Tilda Love? Good morning. Good morning. Glad you came back. Show back up again. We've got some people on TikTok and Bigo. Warren Blue said, your mom and dad took a star from heaven. Boy, you just don't know. Okay. I appreciate that. But boy, you got to know me to know. They took something from somewhere. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is going to be a great show. Why? Because I'm happy. Why? Because it's another day that we woke up and we making things shake. You know what I'm saying? So let's get this thing thinking. Today is Wednesday. Y'all want to know something? I swear to God, I woke up this morning thinking it was Monday. I was preparing for other Monday shows that I have to engineer. And for the life of me, not until I got in my car did I realize, baby girl, it is Wednesday. It is not Monday. You are not going to see Royal Couch today. You're going to see Nico Rose and Mr. Grant. It just, I'm telling you, time is flying. We've already had this discussion about how I feel that as you get older, time changes for you. You know what I mean? And time is just flying by. I want to give a big shout out, very big shout out to Sharon Mason Love over at Accountability Tax Plus. So I went over there yesterday. If you know anything about me, if you've watched the show, you've heard me say I haven't done my taxes in years. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get none of them child tax credits. I didn't get none of them. You get $500 a month extra for your children or whatever. I ain't get none of them specials. I didn't get no PPP loans and all of that stuff. I didn't get none of those things because I hadn't done my taxes in a couple of years. So I needed to get right. I wanted to go ahead and make myself in the position that I needed to be so I can get some things together. And I set an appointment with her. I found her through Karen the Connector and Kales and the Women of Douglasville's Facebook group. And Sharon is amazingly efficient. Okay, let me first say that before I even pulled in, she had a website that she had me go through. I uploaded all of my documents. You know, she asked me all the questions she needed to ask me, and then she said an appointment time. I went in. My appointment time was on time. Thank you, love it. And I went in, and it took me 3 hours. Because I haven't done my taxes in years. It took 3 hours. But Sharon's efficiency made it feel like we was only in there for 20 minutes. She answered all the questions that I had. She was able to find things that I could not find. I had 2 W-2s or whatever they call W-4s, W-2s. You know, I don't use that. I'm a 1099 girl. But I found 2 of them out there that I couldn't find at the house. And I was like, girl, I know I had worked these jobs for like 6 weeks. And they sent me one, but I can't find it. She found them, put them on there, got me right. She was able to pull up everything that I did with my cryptocurrency. She was able to pull up everything with my Robinhood account. She was able to pull up the DoorDash and stuff that I was doing. She did everything for me. And because of that, and the fact that I haven't done my taxes in years, I got back 5 figures because of her. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I ain't never got more than $20 back from the IRS, okay? Even with my dependents, I've never been able to do my taxes and get monies back, like cash in your hand. Man, I told Sharon as soon as my first couple of dollars, because it's gonna come in, because I did multiple years. So they're gonna come in sporadically. I said, girl, when that first check come in, I'm telling you, I'm gonna come treat y'all to some food. I'm gonna kiss Sharon in the mouth and say thank you. Mwah, mwah, I love you, girl. Cause baby, I've been giving my taxes to them folks over at the Texaco. Let me stop. I ain't never gave my taxes nobody to Texaco. But you know, it trying to do it on TurboTax and do it yourself and everything like that. I've never had to be, the big A word with the tax, I've made it through that, but it also ended up in situations of I don't owe you and you don't owe me. We break it even and I'm Gucci with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't paid no taxes and I ain't owed no taxes and I ain't got no taxes back. But this year, I'm just saying, when you seeing a girl with a couple of new outfits on and some new marketing materials, and I done been able to pay for some of this stuff that I got in my mind that I'm trying to do to make me some money, because it costs money to make money. Just know it was Sharon Mason Love that got me tight and right. Okay. So if you need some information about a good place to go to get your taxes done, it's out in Douglasville. Her name is Sharon Mason Love. It's with Accountability Plus Tax Service. I really love her. I'm going to be posting her a lot more in my stories and on my page, and just letting y'all know that I appreciate her all through tax season, because I promise you, I am not the little broke friend when I get this money. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people out there that's like, girl, you should have been getting this all the time. Yeah, well, damn. Tell me what tax class I took in high school. Okay? Some of us, it takes us a little bit longer to become adults. And if it took you a little bit longer to become an adult, don't feel shamed. Okay? I don't feel no shame on it. I'm just becoming an adult in my own time. Adulting is hard. It's very hard. I have no problem saying that. So we're about to go ahead and go to some music. When we get back from this music break, it is Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we talking currency conversations. That's right. We're going to talk about a new cost to be on Twitter. Twitter is charging people now. We're also going to I got one where we're going to add to the bag. I am a firm believer that not everywhere, but definitely in the United States of America, if you really want to make some money, if you really want to be a millionaire, like if you really want to be in your bag, you got to sue somebody. I'm just whoa, that was way too loud. Okay, there we go. I'm under the belief, for real, that you got to sue somebody. That's how you come up in this world. You got to find somebody and you got to hit them up for a good 500,000 millions. Like, that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about it. We also got one that we got who done it, and find out who really did it, and how this is affecting some people. All right, later on in the day, we've got You Don't Say. All right, we've got Swim For It. I want to know, y'all know that game where people be like, what's the craziest thing you ever did for some thing? You know what I'm saying? What's the craziest thing you ever did to get your little on? I want to know. In the comments, let me know the furthest you've ever gone, the craziest thing you've ever done. What's something that you done did to get you to do the hucklebuck, the horizontal poker, the slap and tickle, the Uchi Wally Wally, Uchi Bang Bang. Let me know. I want to know what's the craziest thing you've done for that, because I'm gonna tell you what this girl did, because I could never. Also, this one right here just threw me off. If we get to this, How a camera detect sound? And why I get a ticket? Because you can see my sound. You can see my sound. You can see my sound. We're gonna talk about that, all right? And of course, if we have time, I'll answer your questions with Ask the Hood, okay? And look, I love looking up Ask the Hoods on Reddit, and there's great ones there because I just go to Am I the Asshole? And basically, yes, you are the asshole. But if you have a problem and you want me to answer your problem, please email it to me at ahnf92.3@gmail.com. That's ahnf92.3@gmail.com, and I'll answer your question for Ask the Hood. I can keep it anonymous. I won't tell anybody who you are, but I'll answer your question. Hopefully you'll get a solution, because I'm a very solution-driven person. I'm not just going to tell you if you're wrong or not. I'm going to tell you how you fix it. Now, you might consult with a lawyer because you could get in trouble sometimes how I'm going to fix it, but it's solved. You know what I'm saying? It's solved, though. That's what you wanted. You wanted it solved, all right? Yeah, teacher Anitra, I know you still sleepy. I said, see my sound. We gonna talk about it. This is All Hustle, No Fear on Hits 92.3. We gonna play y'all some music. Shout out to Rodney yet again. He sent me a plethora of music this morning, like I was gonna download it this morning. I can't move that fast. We'll have it on some other episodes. How about that? All right, we'll have it on some other episodes. Shout out to J Jig Cicero. I gotta learn how to say this girl's last name. I want her to say this for me. But I've been on her page lately, and I really like her mental. Like, not just her music, but her mental is really dope as hell too. So y'all make sure y'all check her out. As a matter of fact, when I get my tax money, I ain't never been able to say that before. I need somebody to let me borrow some money so I can be like, when I get my tax money, I'll pay you back. But when I get my tax money, I think I'm gonna get J Jig to do me a little a jingle, because she do jingles and stuff. So y'all make sure y'all check her out with that. Here is I Don't Give a Fuck by J Jig right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. You stay where you at, because we gonna be right back.
Come too far to be worried about a bitch. Run my bread, motherfucker, that's it. Fuck your life, your fam, your clique. Fucking full time, nigga, that's my shift. Little bitty bitch, I'm grown. Stand up on my own. Go and get the bag, no loan. If it's about a check, I'm gone. Tell my enemies to say fuck em. Cut a nigga off and still love him. You can have your bitch back, I don't cuff him. Keep him long distance, I don't trust him. Talk a lot of shit till I hush him. Quiet. Fuck all these hoes, bone from side. Bitch try to kill me with all that hatred. Still ain't died. Shit, I had a whole damn city disliking a nigga. Still ain't high. Jig ain't poppin' like she say she is. Bitch, hold them lies. Tell these hating ass niggas and bitches they can suck what's between my thighs. Fuck em, fuck em, fuck em. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I don't give a fuck about none of these hoes. Off top, let me make shit clear. Let me make shit clear. Off top, let me make shit clear. I don't give a fuck about none of these hoes. Off top, let me make shit clear. Let me make shit clear. Off top, let me make shit clear. I don't give a fuck about them. 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 Not one. I don't give a fuck about them. 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 Not one. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that bitch. Fell down 5, got back up 6. Bitch, I'm saucy. Bitch, I'm rich. Bitch, I'm drippin'. Bitch, I'm lit. Fuck that nigga, fuck that bitch. Fell down 5, got back up 6. Bitch, I'm saucy, bitch, I'm rich. Bitch, I'm dripping, bitch, I'm lit. It ain't my fault you ain't getting no ends out here. Bitch, I earned. It ain't my fault that you thrive off me being down. Bitch, I'm turned. I used to give a fuck what a hoe had to say, but bitch, I learned. If it ain't by the check, ain't no need for you to check. So these hoes is none of my concern. Tell a nigga run my end before I make contact 10. Late on my 5-0-10, I cannot pretend. Me and lame hoes don't blend. Fuck what you thought in your opinion. No new friends, I don't need to make no amends. I don't need to follow no trends. Fuck them, give a fuck about none of these hoes. At the hook, come tell their ass again. Woo! I don't give a fuck about none of these hoes. On top, let me make shit clear. Let me make shit clear. On top, let me make shit clear. I don't give a fuck about none of these hoes. On top, let me make shit clear. Let me make shit clear. On top, let me make shit clear. I don't give a fuck about them. 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 Not one. I don't give a fuck about them. 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 Not one.
You're tuned in to Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Go over to your Play Store and download Hits 92.3. Don't want to miss your favorite show? Click that tab in the top left-hand corner and set the alarm. You'll never miss another episode. Love all of the shows and can't decide? Then scroll down and rate Hits 92.3 and also leave a message for your favorite radio personality, letting them know what an amazing job they're doing. While you're at it, go over to our Instagram page and follow us on Hits 92.3.
Yeah. This one for the block, you know what I mean? For the street, you know what I mean? For the hood.
Yeah. I said this one for my fam, this one for the gram, this one for that traffic jam. If you in that lamb, this one for that bad in them Daisy Dukes. This one for that nigga in the trap trying to make it through. I said this one for my fam, this one for the gram, this one for that traffic jam. If you in that lamb, this one for that bad in them Daisy Dukes. This one for that in the trap trying to make it through. This one for the block, this one for the hood, this one for the streets, this one for the city. You don't f with me, then I can't f with you. I'm just telling you the truth. Got your on my line and her best friend too. Why these so upset? We just counting checks, we just getting money. Make a mess with that shit. We don't give a f about them niggas doing all that hating. All I know is I'ma get this paper, come on them, baby. Hey, this one for my dogs, this one for my hoes, this one for my ain't half shit at all. Now they fucking ball. This one for my niggas that came from the bottom. Now they get into the money and they screaming out. This one for my fam, this one for the gram, this one for that traffic jam. If you in that lamb, this one for that bad in them Daisy Dukes. This one for that nigga in the trap trying to make it through. This one for my fam, this one for the gram, this one for that traffic jam. If you in that lamb, this one for that bad in them Daisy Dukes. This one for that in the trap trying to make it through. This one for the club, all my throwing dubs. This one for my partners, this one for them choppers. This one for my lawyer too. This one for them strippers. This one for them tippers. This one for them pockets used to be little bitty, now they really getting it. This one for my block. This one for your block. This one for them got the block hot too. This one for them really shooting. This one for them that got shot too. This one for the world. This one for your girl. This one for the drinks that make her when she in the club sitting next to me. This one for my that rolling up that fucking weed. This one for my mama. You already know it's for my fam. This one for the gram. This one for that traffic jam.
This one for that traffic jam. What's up? We back. All right, y'all. It's time to get to the good stuff. Look, let me tell y'all something. One thing about me is I'm going to find y'all some stuff that we just need to talk about, okay? We're going to have some good adult conversations. This is After Dark Radio in the morning. We're going to have some adult conversations and talk about it like adults, okay? So before we get this thing started, let me talk to some adults real quick. Let me put it where it go. You know, I like to look up at it. Shout out to all my truckers out there. Wait a minute. Yes, ASMR for my truckers. Hello, truckers. How are y'all doing? Bringing it in. Y'all bringing all the good stuff into this city. Y'all know I love it when y'all litty. Y'all be careful, okay? I'm your mud flat baby. I got your back. And the sound of my voice will help keep you trucking, okay? You know I'm not a lot lizard, but I'll be your bobcat. Ah! Good morning. All right. So here we go. Elon Musk wants to charge businesses on Twitter $1,000 per month to keep their verified check marks. How y'all feel about this? As a business, would you pay Twitter $1,000 a month just for that little blue checky? Do you think it needs to be certain businesses? Let's see what Elon up to now, because Elon is the true definition of a supervillain, as far as I'm concerned. Like, all Elon got to do is shave his head and he could be Lex Luthor. Well, no, that's Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is definitely Lex Luthor. I don't know which one Elon would be, but he's a super villain, and we need Batman to come save the day or somebody. Elon Musk's Twitter needs cash because he's broke. The now mega billionaire wants companies and brands to fork over $1,000 monthly to get verified check marks on his social media network. Twitter is asking organizations to pay $1,000 per month plus an additional $50 for each affiliated sub account to maintain the gold checkmark verification badges. The company introduced in December replacing the blue check marks for businesses. According to social media consultant Matt Navarra, who tweeted the details, tech news site who did it? Let's keep going, because that just didn't sound right how they worded that, but whatever. The new pricing for gold checkmark status falls under the new Twitter Blue for Business service, which is a new way for businesses and their affiliates to verify and distinguish themselves on Twitter. Under their primary account, Twitter Blue for Business customers are able to link affiliated individuals, businesses, brands, and even movie characters, which will get a small badge of their parent company's profile picture next to their own blue or gold check mark. Twitter also introduced new square profile pictures for companies and brands, as it has applied gray check marks to governmental accounts. Musk has said that within the next few months, Twitter will discontinue all legacy verified check marks so that eventually only paying individuals and corporate customers will have verified status. The way in which verified check marks were given out was corrupt and nonsensical, he tweeted on December 12th. In closing, the $44 billion takeover of Twitter, Musk has amassed $12.5 billion in debt and wants to ramp up subscription revenue to meet those obligations. Numerous advertisers halted their spending on Twitter in the wake of Musk's chaotic takeover in late October. And last month, hoping to win back marketers who have fled the platform, Twitter announced partnerships with 2 brand safety analytic vendors, promising new tools to ensure ad-adjacent tweets aren't offensive. Meanwhile, Musk announced on Twitter that Twitter would start sharing ad revenue with creators for ads that appear on their reply threads starting February 3rd. He added that Twitter would split revenue only with creators who subscribe to Twitter Blue, but otherwise didn't provide additional details on how the program is supposed to work, including how much users can expect to be paid. For individuals, Twitter Blue, which includes a blue check mark, costs $8 per month purchased on the web and $11 through Apple's iOS. Why do y'all keep saying having an Apple is so much better when y'all get charged more for everything? Like, whatever. I'm not going to go there. We're not talking about Apple today. The company relaunched the program in December with new safeguards designed to prevent the deluge of impersonators that flooded Twitter, causing widespread confusion. And when Musk first mandated the Twitter Blue revamp, whatever. Musk, in addition, currently serving as CEO of Twitter, is the chief executive officer at Tesla and SpaceX. Separately, on Friday, a jury found Musk wasn't liable for Tesla investment. Okay, I'm not about to go into all that. Look, as a business, do you think it's worth it? I'm not a tweeter. I don't have enough characters. I am way too long-winded to be able to join Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a app that adds, stuff to Twitter so that we have a presence there, because I got a presence everywhere. Any app you go on to except for Pornhub and OnlyFans, if you type in All Hustle No Fear, we gonna come up somewhere on that app. So would I pay to be on Twitter? Is it that lucrative? I think that's the case. That is the question right there. If for you, is Twitter that lucrative for you to decide that you want to pay $1,000 a month for your business to be able to have a verified check? Teacher Anitra said he tripping. I mean, I get it. When you broke, you figure out ways to get money. And if you set a price, somebody gonna pay it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not with it. I'm not a big Twitterer, because y'all can say whatever y'all want to on Twitter, and then when I say what I gotta say, I get kicked off, and I don't like that. I need this to be even. If you say what you say, I should be able to say what I say too, and it's not like that. At least not for me. It's not. Teacher Nitra said, I stopped using Twitter a long time ago, and I'm glad I did. Yeah, it just never. Instagram is my main. Facebook is my side chick, and TikTok is my little annoying ass friend that I get on, and then I gotta get right back off of it, but I be on it for way too long, but it's still my annoying ass little friend. Like, that's just how it is. All right. Remember when I said, if you really want to get ahead, you need to sue somebody. You need to sue somebody with some money. And if you do, that's how these folks is getting rich. Jay-Z ain't a billionaire off of music. He a billionaire off of all of these businesses he done sued because they didn't do right by him, and he got his money back, right? So here go another one. Jay-Z and Bacardi have announced a long-term agreement surrounding the Douce premium cognac brand following a well-publicized legal battle. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense now. I kept wondering where Douce came from. I ain't heard about this liquor in a long time. I ain't never, like, all of a sudden, everybody everywhere is drinking Douce. I understand now. It's because a rapper backed it up. And y'all, anytime y'all hear about alcohol in a rap lyric, y'all automatically assume y'all got to start drinking it. And don't say I'm lying, because y'all in the 90s, y'all was killing Cristal when they was talking about what was Sean P. Diddy talking about for a while. One of them shits. Anyways, I'm not a liquor drinker. Anyways, y'all don't drink liquor until the rapper tell you to drink it. That's just the truth. That's a big truth about y'all. So following growing Douce over the past decade from an idea to one of the fastest selling spirits in history has been a blessing, Jay-Z said in a statement. The next phase of this journey will be further to cement Douce's legacy as one of the world's respected brands, and I'm excited to renew this partnership with Bacardi. The agreement is billed as marking the launch of the first chapter of Douce sees Bacardi acquiring a majority interest in the multi-billion-dollar brand, while Jay will also retain a significant ownership stake. As for the preceding legal battle, readers will recall it focused largely on Douce's valuation, which Jay alleging that he was not getting an accurate assessment. With Friday's news, we now know that Bacardi has purchased a majority stake in Jay's stake, thus settling this agreement. Expectantly, it's not known exactly how much Jay's stake of Bacardi has purchased. However, Jay was previously confirmed to own 50%, while Bacardi owned the other 50%. Thus, the majority stake would mean at least 26% of Jay's 50%. According to public documents viewed by Complex, oh my God, this page has so many pop-ups. Detailing the offer from Jay-Z to buy Bacardi's interest for $1.5 billion and a valuation of SQ's liquor, Bacardi, share at $2.5 billion. It can be surmised that the newly announced amount or acquisition stake was sold at an evaluation of at least $3 billion. Back in December, it was reported that Jay had previously made $1.5 billion buyout offer, but was turned down. And the offer reported at the time followed differing evaluations from both sides of the now squashed disagreement. So basically, Jay-Z sued these folks. For the valuation. They went back. And then they reevaluated it, and now he done made $1 billion. He getting more money for it. So I'm telling y'all need to start suing some of these people. You know who need to be sued? I was watching the TikTok the other day about this guy. He was saying he found this girl's TikTok and she came up with this brand new sandwich, or she came out with a sandwich hack for Blimpies or one of them sandwich places, one of the not Subway sandwich places, right? So now everybody is trying this sandwich, and not only is everybody trying this sandwich, but Blimpies has actually put it on their menu and they're advertising it now, or whoever the company is, okay? Allegedly. But the thing is that the company has never gone back to the girl and gave her credit for it, or at least tried to shoot her some money, or to put her in a commercial or nothing like that. So little mama, sue them for whatever. It's got to be a way. And if it's not a way, do my favorite word, set a precedent. We out here making these companies money because we like they stuff, so we talk about it. But then the company either act like they didn't see this, or they don't show no respect. I love the companies that show respect, and respect ain't hard to give. Y'all remember when them white girls got on TikTok and they was inside Target talking about, look at these Target clothes. Oh my God, what is Target thinking? These things are ugly. And then that black girl came back and said, nah, y'all just don't know how to dress. And she went to Target and picked up them same clothes and was like, I am Sasha Fierce. And Target hit that girl up, and they working with her, and she do stuff for Target now. That's showing respect. Show respect, companies. That's all we asking for. Somebody, Ciroc. Thank you, y'all. Exactly. Y'all wasn't drinking, and Ciroc ain't that great. Rick Ross is another one. The Maybach car. Y'all wouldn't know what a Maybach is if it wasn't for Rick Ross. On there breathing like he in an APAP machine or whatever. Maybach music. Like, come on now, for real. Let's get with it. We got some comments here. Teacher Nitra said Rick Ross and that Belvedere, Diddy and Ciroc. You're right, but I'm a Crown girl. So who put you on Crown? Cause I don't drink. I know why y'all drink Crown. It's because y'all get a gift with it. It's something about that little bag that come with Crown Royal bags that black people just love. I'm talking about black people like, wait a minute, I get a gift? I like the little silky ass bag. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all. Let's see, wine. Tilda Love said, cheers to wine. Don't act like wine ain't on the list too. Cause it's some wine. What's that, Porto wine? Y'all done let somebody convince y'all that Porto wine or whatever that stuff is, that's amazing. I had some. I know wino wine when I drink it. Okay. Teacher Nietzsche said, Keith Lee, I love him. He's such an angel because he calling these people out. Who's Keith Lee and who he calling out? What I need to see, Teacher Nietzsche, send me a link. What I need to see. We got some over here. Let's see. Breakout Frank is laughing at me. Don't laugh at me, Breakout Frank. I said it. And Chuck, yes, that purple bag. It's something about that purple bag that y'all just love. And y'all go crazy for that little purple bag. I don't know what it is. Blue Nun wine? What's that? Blue Nun wine? I ain't never had that. I had that Gary V wine. That was really good. I really did enjoy that Gary V wine. And I've been trying them Black Girl Magic wines. Those are really good too. I like those too. I had a Riesling yesterday with that Black Girl Magic wine. It was nice. It was nice. Oh, Taylor Port. Taylor Port, whatever. That is some wino wine. Port Taylor is some wino wine, and I know it is. I can tell when you can feel it like coating your teeth. That's a problem, people. That wine don't go away. What's Boone's Farm? I don't even see. I'm not a liquor drinker. Y'all need to start naming some weeds. I don't know these things. Where's the weed? All right, let's keep going. Who done it? Okay, this is a big one for me because we've got to get better at this. We've got to really get better at this. An Ohio man is awarded $1.3 million settlement after 21 years in prison. Y'all ready for this? Not for a crime he didn't commit, but for a crime that wasn't even committed. This man spent 21 years in jail and nobody did the crime. What the? And you only giving him 1.2 million minus court costs, minus his lawyer fees and everything else. That's not enough money, shouted. This ain't enough. I'm gonna need y'all to give him a cool $1 million for every year he was locked up, or 500, 500, 500, 5,000, 550, 500, whatever. Y'all need to up this per year, because this he need a rolling amount every year. He just need to get another 1.3 million, like for real, because this don't make no sense. Listen to this, y'all. An Ohio man who was wrongly in prison for 21 years won a $1.3 million settlement from the state last week for a crime that he did not only commit, but which evidence suggests did not happen at all. Ralph Blaine Smith, 49, was in prison when he was 24. That's his whole life, y'all. He went in jail when he was 24. He was still a little young Thundercat. Now he can't get his thing right. 49, that's needing he spent his best years in jail. I'm sorry. Let me go. He's 49. He was in prison when he was 24 for an alleged armed home invasion and robbery in Pickerton in 2000. Smith's attorney told this outlet that his client's first defense attorney for more than 2 decades ago was not provided sufficient evidence that could have proven his innocence. He was sentenced to 67 years in prison for a crime that wasn't even committed by somebody. So you telling me 67 years for a break-in that nobody died in? And there's folks out here raping little kids and messing with old people, and they not even getting 67 years? Explain this to me. When first responders showed up, there were no footprints in the snow. It had recently snowed. There was a dog barking right next door when they pulled up, and the neighbor said no dog had barked in the last hour. So why the dog didn't bark when he was robbing the place if the dog barked at everybody else? The incident report noted that there were also no tire tracks, and Lansky said the scene made investigators believe that the crime had not occurred. According to the original handwritten 2000 incident report, an investigating officer wrote, "Upon arrival, we secured the outer perimeter, noting the lack of fresh footprints in the snow before making a tactical entry. The house was gone through too selectively for my taste," the officer said. Smith eventually won his freedom after a prosecutor asked the judge to dismiss his case. After spending 21 years in jail, Smith was moved to tears when he was released. He needed to be moved to anger. Do you know he could have spent that time in jail, got shivved? You don't know if he been, bent over, dropped the soap, all kind of stuff. Like the things that this man had to see and go through in jail. He spent COVID in jail. There's no reason why they shouldn't be giving this man more money. Pastor Get Right said the ironic thing is taxpayers' money is who's paying for these mistakes. That's another precedent I would like set. I don't think it's the taxpayers that should pay this man. I think it's the people in this situation. It's the people who said that it was a crime committed. They need to be paying restitution to this man for the rest of his life. He need to be a dependent. He need to be a dependent. He need to be able to get every last one of their tax returns for the rest of their life, for the rest of his life. Like I'm telling y'all, it's a way to fix this. Y'all just not thinking clearly. Sunshine Reigns for president 2020. I'm gonna fix a lot of this. 2050. I'm gonna fix a lot of this. Smith told the outlet that he spent much of his time in prison studying law in an effort to prove his own innocence. I shouldn't have to become a lawyer to prove my innocence. Y'all should get this right the first time. I fought hard studying case law, reading law books, just that being in there for hours and hours. That was my time. It was like I got to go to the law library every day. That's what it was for years. How can you replace 21 years in prison? Landusky asks. You can't. If I offered you $50 million to go to prison now and get out in 21 years, there's no amount of money that I could give you that would let you do that. Smith said that his incarceration helped him to appreciate life and not sweat the small stuff. To be grateful wherever you're at in life and to keep fighting, Smith said of what he learned. Small things don't bother me. I don't let it get to me because I'm happy that I'm out here and to be able to experience it. This a damn shame. This a damn shame. This is a shame on so many. This a damn shame. That's all I can say about it. That's all I can say about it is this is a damn shame. There's no reason why somebody should be put in jail for 21 years for a crime that wasn't committed. Everybody dropped the ball. Everybody dropped the ball. Whoever testified against him, whoever didn't pay attention, the lawyer who didn't get him off on this, they should lose their license because this is lawyering 101. How you can't get somebody off who didn't commit the crime with a crime that wasn't committed, sir? How can you, as a lawyer, if you can't even prove that the crime wasn't committed, I don't think you should continue to be able to be a lawyer. I want to know where this lawyer is now. Is this lawyer a judge now? Are you still defending people, or are you making case law now? Because you obviously couldn't do your job right 21 years ago. I think this is absolutely egregious, disgusting, horrible. I think this is ridiculous. You know what else I think is ridiculous? That we got to take a break. But we do. We do have to take a break, and I feel like we need some positivity. Okay, so I'm gonna drop us a little where are we going with this? You know what, we're gonna hit some gratitude because I'm grateful that this man is out, and I'm glad that he has a positive attitude. He had to make it through 21 years in jail, and the only way to do that is with a positive attitude. So I'm gonna drop you some positive no. Even if he had a public defender, that he didn't get defended. It wasn't a public defender. It was a public pretender. That person, whoever it was, dropped the ball egregiously. Not just kind of. They dropped the ball egregiously. Like, this is disgusting. Can you imagine not going to jail for a crime that was committed and they just got the wrong guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, we see that this happened. We just got the wrong guy. That's not what we're saying. We're saying these people committed fraud. Allegedly, knock on wood, because that's what it's sounding like. These people committed fraud, and they found a scapegoat. That's completely different. That's completely different. And that's why he should get way more money than 1.2 million. Because after taxes, after the lawyers, after the court costs, he gonna end up with 500,000. He ain't gonna he might only end up with 200,000. That ain't gonna last him the remainder of his life. This man should never have to work another freaking job. He should never have to lift a finger. He should never have to do anything else ever again, because no crime was committed. The saying is, you do the crime, you pay the time, or you pay the fine. You know what I'm talking about. None of that. There was no crime. There was no crime. This is crazy. I'm glad this man has a good, kind-hearted spirit, because I don't. I be perfectly honest with you, I would find out if I could get double jeopardy. Because I didn't rob y'all before, but I'm about to rob y'all now. As a matter of fact, I'm about to be like old boy who threw a party in these people's house and gave them the deed to their house. I'm about to steal your whole damn house. Instead of stealing the stuff inside, I'm commandeering that's what they should. I'm commandeering the whole damn house. Cause this is stupid. Y'all, this is Londrell with gratitude right here on Hits 92.3 on All Hustle No Fear. Y'all come on back. Yeah, we you don't say. That's what's up next, is you don't say. Right here on Hits 92.3.
I gotta be thankful because I know someone lost their life today. And so every moment I endeavor to live life the righteous way. To serve with a sense of purpose and let love light the way. Even if I die today, that's just the price I pay. Just know I try to be kind and seek the divine. Every night and day. Gratitude for the sunrise. Gratitude for the sunshine. Gratitude for the moonlight. Every day feels like a new life. Especially when I meditate. Take a breath and then I elevate. Everything deserves gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. Gratitude is the fruit of life. The nourishment of the soul when there's no food in sight. When your vibrations are low and you feel blue inside. Gratitude is the attitude that gets you through the night. Never believe in lack or limitations. Anything can be manifested with a little appreciation. I appreciate my life. I appreciate my breath. I appreciate my sight. Gratitude for my health. Gratitude is the happiest mood. Even if I happen to lose, everything deserves gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind full of peace. It's how you should live. It's how you should be. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind full of peace. That's how you should love. That's how you stay free. Yeah, 2020 AD. I just wanna make love. I just wanna make peace. I just wanna stay free. 2020 AD. I just wanna make love. I just wanna make peace. I just wanna stay free. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude.
Hey, the secret's out. Hits 92.3 is now accepting submissions for brand new shows. That's right, you could become a radio personality right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. You don't have experience? That's okay. You don't live in Georgia? That's okay. You don't know what to do now? Now that's not okay. But your girl is here to help you out. Email us today at hits923newshow@gmail.com and tell us about your potential show with Hits. Again, that email address is hits923newshow@gmail.com. Don't be last. The slots are filling fast.
Hey. I'm telling y'all, Hits is the place to be. It don't matter where you at. Hits is finding a way to make sure you can be on this platform, okay? And it's really, really dope. This is a dope platform to be on. I love the owner of the station. She makes sure that you, as an artist, you as a creator, you have full control and you can be as creative as you want to be. You can say and do the things that you want to do. And not only that, it's a business. So each and every one of the Hits 92.3 shows is an individual business that is able to make income off of their show. If you have a show, if you have an idea, whether you have experience or not, hit up Hits 92.3 on Instagram, Facebook. Jump in my DM. Do not DM Kels. She will not reply. She's gonna tell you to go to the email address, and she said it on the little thing, but I can't remember it right now. But you better go to that email address. But definitely, and not only that, not only will we help you get on the radio, but we'll teach you how to do a show. We'll teach you how to make sure your show runs well. Programming. I'm a program director, and I'm trying my hardest to figure out how to explain what I do to people so that you can have an opportunity to book me to help you. You know what I'm saying? I help every single show that comes in. I help them get started understanding what it means to be on radio and how to program your show, how to have segments, how to be a successful commitment, because this takes commitment to do this every single day. I do this 5 days a week for 2 to 3 hours a day, depending on which day I'm doing it. I've got a guest coming in on Friday, so I'll be here on 3 hours on Friday. And I make new content every day. And if you don't know, this is episode 491 for me. So I've got 491 episodes of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I got your back, Jack. If you need a consultation on your upcoming show or how to make your show better or what you can do, segmentize your show and different things, hit me up. Cause I really got it. So real quick, B-Go, I gotta let y'all go, B-Go. I gotta let y'all go. My phone is about to die and I can't let that happen. I will see y'all tomorrow, or you can start watching right now on YouTube. All hustle, no fear. Bye. Okay, so everybody else, y'all stay in your seats. You stay in your seats. That wasn't for you. That was just for B-Go. And we're going to keep this thing going while I put this phone on the charger, because when the show is over, I got to be able to use it to do my editing and all that other great stuff that I do. Y'all know what it is. Let's see. Let's look at these comments. Grand Rising Gorgeous. Hello, Natural Way. She's one of those dope ass businesses that I know. Y'all make sure y'all check her out. She'll grow your hair out. Get your insides good, all that stuff. Pastor Get Right said, that's excellent. Most radio shows don't promote or assist with uplifting broadcasting skills. Exactly. That's why Hits is different, because we're a family. We're a family. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing-a-langin' with You Don't Say. You Don't Say is where I just find some stuff around here where I'm just like, really? This is okay. Well, all right. We're going to start this thing off with Swim For It, because like I said, I want to know, what's the craziest thing you've ever done for some thing, for some horizontal polka? What's the craziest thing you ever did for some hucklebuck? Like, what's the craziest thing you ever did for some oochie wally wadly, oochie bang bang? I want to know, okay? Type it in. Let me know. Send me an Instagram so I can post them on my page. But I want to know,
What you done did to get your thing wet or to get your hole filled? I'm just curious. Okay, let me tell you what this woman did. Y'all ready for this? A woman swims from India to Bangladesh to marry her Facebook friend in Kolkata. I think that's the name of the place. Y'all, I done heard it all. This girl done swam across the ocean for some thing. Ain't no thing that good to be sitting up here. What? Listen to this. In New Delhi, most of us will agree with the phrase that love is blind. Providing the phrase again right, proving the there's too many P's. Proving the phase right again, a woman from Bangladesh illegally crossed the border to enter India to marry her boyfriend. However, the woman also swam in a river crossing the Sundabaris forest. After crossing the Sundabaris forest. Oh my God. According to media reports, the woman falls in love with a man on Facebook, a citizen of India. As the woman identified as 22-year-old Krishna Mandal did not have a passport, so she decided, I'm just going to cross the border illegally. During her journey, she crossed a dense forest in the Sundarbans, known for, get this, y'all, Bengal tigers and other dangerous animals such as, I don't even know what this word is. What is this animal? GHARIALS. What is that? What is that? I'm about to put that word in. I need to know this word. Hold on. It's a reptile. Oh, it looked like a calculator. It looked like an alligator or a crocodile. It's a caiman. It's just another word. It's a caiman. It's a crocodile. So anyways, during the interrogation, she said it took her approximately an hour to cross the river, but that it was the love for her. It was her love for Akpanik that did not let her put down the weapon. I'm sorry, y'all. Whoever wrote this is horrible. It says the dude reportedly married each other at a word I can't pronounce, temple. It's the two. They put DUE. That's not two. Or maybe they meant duo. I don't know, but this is horribly written. According to media reports, the woman has now been handed over to the Bangladeshi High Commission. Y'all. I'm not. Let me tell y'all something. I live in Atlanta, where if I live on the southwest side of Atlanta and you live up in Alpharetta, you're out of town for me. I don't care. Me and when my husband was still my boyfriend, I lived in Stone Mountain and he lived over here off of Campbellton Road. I told him this wasn't gonna work for too much longer because my gas, I was changing tires to come see him every day. Okay, because I was putting in time on that freeway, going back and forth, trying to get me some thing. Baby, that's about as far as I'm going for you. I ain't never drove out of town for no thing. No, that's a lie, because for my husband, I did drive from Georgia State to Statesboro one time. That's back when we was little young Thundercats and I had a different boyfriend and he had pissed me off. I don't even know if my husband know this story. But back in the day, I had a boyfriend, and it's the only other boyfriend I've ever had, and he pissed me the hell off. And my now husband was at school in Statesboro, and I was like, what you doing? I'm about to come out there and just visit Statesboro. And I drove all the way out to Statesboro just for some thing. I really did. But I ended up marrying that. So that was like, you can't keep people who love each other away. We just didn't know we loved each other yet. But what's the weirdest thing you've ever done for some thing? I'm curious, because exactly. Teacher Anitra said, I will not, in all capital letters, I will not. No. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Pastor Get Right said, I went into a basement window in pitch dark. Girlfriend had pit bulls and went upstairs. Knocked on bedroom door. No answer. She decided to come out of the bedroom. Outside, we argued because she was giving my stuff to a white boy. He looked like he sung with who? She had a thing for Color Me Bad's lead singer. Wait a minute. What? Pastor, you went through some things. Now, I have had somebody come to me and I had to sneak them out, but I ain't never did nothing crazy. No. Natural Way says she swam for the rain thing, not for the thing. Pastor teacher, wait. The Natural Way is saying she swam for that ring, not for that thing. I get what you saying. I feel you. But in the end, that thing was connected, because I'm telling you, once she got that ring, she knew what was going down. Okay, and I hope they let her get some before she had to go back. Like, wouldn't that be so sad if you swam all the way over there to see your thing and they got you before you got to get you some yum funny stuff like that? I would be so pissed. I would have been, you got to at least let me get some. Cause what? That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. I definitely want to know, what is the craziest thing you've ever done for some sex? Some loving. I want to have sex with you. I don't, but I'm just saying the words. You know, you gotta be careful now. Yep, went through it all. I's married now. Much better. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something about that you ain't gotta drive long distances to get some booty. It's a great thing. Okay, the next one we're gonna do is called noise ordinance, or as I said earlier today, I can see you loud. You know what I'm saying? I can see that you loud. You know what I'm saying? I can see your sound. That's what I said. I can see your sound. Here, check this out. Traffic cameras can now ticket you for having a loud car. I really want to. Y'all remember out in Florida, that little boy who died because his music was too loud and that man felt like he needed to turn his music down? I feel like this is along the same lines. This is reaching out for a certain type of person or a certain demographic, and I think this could be very problematic eventually. You know you're under surveillance at the airport, in a bank, or a federal building, but watchful eyes extend far behind that. Depending on where you live, the government could be keeping tabs on you from the moment you leave home. Traffic cameras have been around for decades, capturing photos of your car and license plate. They can be used to catch you for speeding, running a red light, or driving an unregistered vehicle, or in Georgia, passing a school bus. Please know, outsiders, when you come to Atlanta, when you come to Georgia, our school buses are equipped with cameras. When that little thing come out that say stop, you gotta stop. You cannot go around it. When the bus stop, just stop. Don't try to speed past it, because that little click, click, click will catch you, and they will email you that ticket. Trust me. One time, it only took one time, shouted, because I swear that damn thing hadn't came out yet, but the bus had stopped, and I should have stopped, and I tried to go, and they got me. I'm trying to tell you, don't play. When it say stop, you better stop. It says lawmakers have added a new feature to speed cameras, sound meters, to record the volume of passing vehicles. Cities have ordinance regarding noise, and you can get a ticket from anything from loud parties to an excessive racket from construction. Cars fall under the purview of many locales as well. You can also be pulled over or ticketed if your car is too loud. Police use a decimal meter to measure the noise from your exhaust. The noise ordinance targets modified vehicles. It targets modified vehicles primarily. Now, see, this is what they trying to say. Like, let's say your exhaust ain't right or whatever, and it make that loud muffler sound, or some of y'all people who got them big loud dually trucks and stuff, or y'all be peeling out in y'all Mustangs and they loud. That's what they trying to say. But we really know that the people that's really gonna get ticketed are the people that's playing they bumpity bump whoopity whoop. I'm driving down the street listening to Traffic Jam, and y'all gonna send me a ticket. I'm listening to my hoopty hoop music, and y'all gonna send me a ticket. We already know that that's what that's gonna be for. That's who's gonna get targeted. I want to see the statistics on who get this loud ass ticket. Do you know I had a police officer tell me to turn my music down in a drop top convertible? Her windows were down, my convertible top is down, and she said because she could hear my music outside of my car, she was going to give me a ticket. Ma'am, my car is outside. Car don't have no roof. Ain't that how the song go? Car don't have no roof. My car ain't had no roof, ma'am. Of course you can hear my music. Are you serious right now? But I turned it down because I'm going to tell you what I ain't about to do. I ain't about to argue with somebody who can make me pay. You got the control, ma'am. That's fine. I'll turn this music down. But when I drive off, I'm turning it back up again. And did. Ain't gonna tell me how to play it, Leah. Let's see. Natural Way said, don't try to fight it. It'll cost you $480. I'm trying to tell you. Don't pass them school buses. That's a $500 ticket right there. I'm promising you, don't pass them school buses. Okay? That is not the ticket you want in your life. And then not only that, but the reason behind them making you stop makes absolute sense. You don't know if a kid has to cross the street to get to their house. In some situations, these kids dart out in front of that bus and you don't see them, and you end up hitting a little kid. Especially if your car is really high, you might not see the little compact person. You know what I'm saying? You might not see the little miniature adult. Be respectful. The same way when y'all going through people's neighborhoods, you could tell a neighborhood that got kids that play in the street, slow down, man. Because if it was your kid, you would lose your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be respectful, be mindful. But this right here, I think this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. Because y'all talking about mufflers and cars and stuff like that. You think that's what they gonna target. But no, they gonna target people who play their music too loud. And we know that. And we know that. We absolutely know that. Tell me if I'm wrong. That's stupid. There's no ordinance for music in daytime. That's not disturbing the peace. Well, she tried it. APD tried it and won because I turned my music down. But like I said, when I drove off, I turned it back up again. Teacher Anitra said, now sunshine. That's in the driver's manual. Unless you in a 4-lane street, you must stop. Teacher Anitra. A lot of people don't stop. A lot of people don't stop. And so they took it a step further. And our school buses have the extender that come out that say stop. And if you pass by that bad boy with the extender out or not, you gonna get that ticket. Let's see. We got some more. Greenfinger. Hello, Greenfinger. How you doing? Fighting the subjective opinion of law enforcement is easy in court. When it comes to tickets from traffic cameras that send you tickets, ask for a continuation in court when you request discovery. So in Georgia, they send you the picture with the ticket. You get the discovery when you get your ticket. And I know that that's true too, because I got caught by a camera that said I ran through a red light. And they don't let you say it wasn't you driving the car. They get a picture of you passing, like coming in. So they got the front in the windshield, And then they catch the secondary picture of your license plate. So you can't be like, that was my kid driving, or I let somebody borrow my car. No, we see you. And if it wasn't you driving the car, you pass this ticket on to who it belonged to. But we got the front and the back. They get it. They get it. I miss California, where we had to have license plates in the front and the back. I don't know why. I just like the way that looked. License plates in Georgia are only in the back of the car. I don't know. Ask for the calibration data. It makes it easier to fight. All right. You know what else is true? How effing hot you are. Why, thank you. You know, I am having a personal summer right now. In Connecticut, they are trying to regulate landlords' rent increase yearly base at 4%. And I'm all for that. And let's add to the fact that you can't increase the rent unless you do something. You need to do something to the property to make this rent increase make sense. How can you increase my rent for the same place I've been living in and ain't nothing different? I'll wait. You know what I mean? I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. Okay, so what we got? It's 9:21. Did we do our 9:15 break? I don't think we did. Yeah, we did. Our 9:15 break was when I just played the mother songs, right? I can't remember. It's all right. Here we go. This one right here. I don't know how I feel. There's nothing funny about this one. Japan finally lifts is finally lifting the consent age. So, you know, in a lot of, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but in America, the legal age to get married, we were talking about this. If you have permission, or if you get consent from the parents, you can marry. There's not a lot of states in America that's like you got to be 18 to get married. Like, no, if you got your parents' consent, people can get married off very young in America. And I think that's one of those things we don't talk enough about. In Japan, the age of consent is 13. The reason why this is so problematic, 16. The reason why in Japan it's 13. The reason why this is so problematic is because if the age of consent is 13, then anybody who gets raped or molested, they can say that it was consensual sex, that it's not actually considered molestation unless they're under the age of 13. 13 is so young and tender. You know what I'm saying? That's still the tender age of 13. That's still a young baby. That's still and I know this sounds crazy, but I'm just imagining body parts. Your body parts as a 13-year-old girl still aren't developed enough down there, or even, dare I say, large enough in most situations to be able to comfortably exchange physically. I'm trying to use words so well right now, but okay. Here we go. In Louisiana, it's 14 or 15. It's different in different places. Exactly. South Carolina is 16. Listen to this, you guys. A Japanese Justice Ministry panel on Friday they haven't passed it, to raising the country's age of consent, currently among the world's lowest at 13, as part of a major overhaul of sex crime legalization. The move to raise the age of consent to 16 is part of a package of reforms that will also clarify rape prosecution requirements and criminalize voyeurism. The recommendations presented to the Justice Minister come after a series of rape acquittals that sparked outcry and will form the basis for draft amendments that could be enacted by Parliament later this year. Japan's age of consent, the lowest among G7 industrialized nations, has stayed unchanged since its enactment in 1907. The age of consent is 16 in Britain and South Korea, 15 in France, and 14 in Germany and China. Under current Japanese law, children at least 13 years old are considered capable of consent, meaning sexual activity with them is not considered statutory rape. This has meant even teen rape survivors face the same high bars to persecuting perpetrators that adults do. In practice, regional ordinance banning lewd acts with minors are sometimes seen as effectively raising the age of consent to 18 in many parts of Japan. But they come with significantly higher penalties than rape charges and deem sex with children merely unethical conduct, completely discounting its forced nature. This leaves room for perpetrators to shift blames to the victim and argue that sex was initiated or enjoyed by children. Teen couples who are no more than 5 years apart in age would be exempt from prosecution if both partners are over 13. Japan last revised its criminal code on sexual offenses in 2017 for the first time in more than a century, but campaigners said the reforms were insufficient. And in 2019, a string of acquittals and rape cases triggered nationwide rallies. I don't know why, but today my tongue is fatter than usual and I am not able to pronounce words. Please forgive me, you guys. I am stuttering and stumbling over everything, okay? I can read and I can enunciate, but for some reason today my mouth is extra juicy and my tongue is extra fat, and I don't know why, and y'all take it how you want it. Among the most controversial provisions in the existing law is a requirement that prosecutors prove rape perpetrators use violence and intimidation to incapacitate victims. Critics have argued that the requirement effectively blames victims for not resisting enough and say survivors can freeze during assaults or submit to avoid further injury. The Justice Ministry panel did not scrap the wording, but clarified it covers drugging, catching victims off guard, and psychologically controlling them. The clarification isn't meant to make it easier or harder to secure rape convictions, but will hopefully make court verdicts more consistent. I can't read any more of this because my mind is way too good as far as imagination is concerned, and I'm having triggering thoughts right now, and it's really sad to think that somebody would feel as though a child could coerce them into sexual activity. As an adult, you should be strong enough to know that this is bad. You should have a moral compass that tells you that this is wrong. There's no reason why a child should be afraid of an adult in this way. And it says something sick about our society. Now, let's not get this twisted. This ain't the world is going to hell. This is something new going on. No, baby, we can track this all the way back to antiquity. This has been going on for so long, and I'm really thinking that it's a flaw in human nature that you could believe that having sex with a prepubescent human is okay. There's nothing okay about this. There's nothing right about this. And the fact that the law is unwilling to do something about it lets you know that the people who are making the laws are also perpetrators because they're trying to protect themselves as well. That's really my belief on that. It really is. Some states in America are trying to drop it down to 12. Y'all hear that? My son is 12. I could not imagine my son having sex at all. Not with someone 12 and not with someone 20. I just, no, there's no way. His mental isn't there. His mind isn't capable. I just couldn't. Greenfinger says, if you aren't old enough to vote, you aren't old enough to consent anything. I completely agree. All of these laws come in that penalize parents that prevent children from gender transition are heinous. Yeah, exactly. How is it that you are too young to decide whether or not you want to drink or smoke, but you're old enough to decide whether or not you want to have sex or change your sex, your gender? Because sex and gender aren't the same thing. How is that possible? Greenfinger goes on to say, if a kid can't vote and serve in the military, they can't change their gender. I agree. And I let me say this too. What I'm saying, I'm not speaking for Greenfinger, I'm speaking for me. What I'm saying is, I don't think you should be able to physically change your gender. If you want to walk around and be whatever you want to be, you can bind and tuck and do whatever you want to. But I don't think you should be allowed to have hormone replacement or physical transitioning surgery until you are an adult. That's just my own belief. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you're not finished with puberty yet. Let puberty finish before you decide that you want to change because let's be honest, y'all, we don't know everything about this brain. So we don't know what adding different hormones while other hormones are releasing might do. And I know y'all gonna say, nah, science knows, but do we though? Like long term, do we? We've just now begun doing this. We don't have enough research to figure out how this really works long term. You know what I mean? And again, don't come at me. Please don't. Because I just don't have the energy to get on y'all ass. Because we can go at it. Rodney Watson says, hate them stories of people spending all that time in jail for nothing. It's sickening. The movie Life was funny but sad as fuck in reality. Have y'all heard the Easter egg that Life is the sequel to Coming to America? Not like it's Coming to America 2, but like it's what happened after Ray left Harlem. Yeah. Okay. Pastor Get Right said, it is said that Leonardo DiCaprio, in recent news, he dates only 24 and under at his age at 55. And that says a lot about his mental. Either he's looking for people who don't want commitments at all, or he wants to be the one that is in control. It's something wrong with him mentally if he's stuck and he can only date women 24 and under. That's an issue for me. That sounds predatorial. That sounds real predatory like, sir. Bowman said in America, it used to be 9 in the 1800s. Greenfinger said, y'all is in it today. Let's go. Greenfinger said, what happened to the days when we were kids when a girl could dress and act like one of the boys and just get called a tomboy? That was me. So, true story. My husband, before he was my husband, when we were in high school, we would talk on the phone or whatnot, you know, like kids do. And one of the things he said to me was like, you don't never wear dresses or heels or none of that. And I was like, I'm not that type of girl. But because he said that to me, I was in like 11th, 12th grade. It started to change me a little bit. And over the years, I've become a lot more feminine than I ever was as an adolescent. my mind just kind of grew up and changed, and I moved more into my feminine nature. Me as a 40-year-old woman, I'm just now saying that I want to become my own little coochie fairy. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is my ultra feminine side. I've got to find a way to tap into that and allow that person to come out. But I've been the girl next door. I've been the tomboy. I've been one of the boys. I have 7 brothers. I have no sisters, no female cousins that I interacted with as a child. I have always been the boy with the boys. You know what I'm saying? I got hit in the back. I remember one time playing with my brother and my stepdad, and we were playing baseball, and my brother was at bat and I was the catcher, and my brother did something weird where his bat came back and it hit me across the ribs like hard, and I ducked down and I'm in pain, and my stepdad looked at me and said, "Take it like a man." And I looked at him, I was like, "You know I'm a girl, right?" But he didn't care. He take it like a man. And that was embedded in my mind. And now it's things that unconsciously I do. And I'm trying to tell myself, you don't have to take it like a man no more. You're a girl. You know what I'm saying? So think if you had somebody if I had somebody in my younger age who saw me in that way and tried to be like, oh, well, let me help you transition into the boy that you really are in your mind. I wasn't a boy in my mind. I just wasn't around girly bitches. Like, what? Like, okay. Not Coming to America, Harlem Nights. Yeah, Harlem. What did I say? Coming to America? Yeah, Harlem Nights. My bad. Thank you. Harlem Nights. Life is a continuation of Harlem Nights. What y'all think? Y'all think that's the truth? Can y'all see it? Could y'all see it? Let's see. Natural Way says facts. These changes will also give the child the right to consent to vaccinations without parental consent. And that's a big thing too. But I don't know. In some places, in some ways, I don't know. If my parents were completely against vaccinations, but I believed in vaccinations as a 17-year-old, I think I should have the right to vaccinate my body. As a 10-year-old, no. As a capable, educated 17-year-old, I think you should have the option to say, okay, you know what? Growing up, my parents didn't want me to be inoculated, but as an adult now, or as a older adolescent, a younger adult, we need something in between teen and adult, because these kids go from being 18 to saying I'm an adult. And truth be told, I don't think I really became an adult until I was about 32. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? My 20s were not adulting. They were surviving. We need to call that age group between 18 and 30. It's something there, but it's not an adult. It's a something. Somebody find me a Latin word between adult and child. But they're definitely not adults. Your brain, your frontal lobe hasn't even calcified yet, or this ain't even fully developed until 25. How the hell you gonna call yourself an adult? And did I go off the rails? Did I lose y'all somewhere? I'm sorry. Let's see. Pastor Get Right said it's no different when men are taught not to cry or show their emotional side. Exactly. I agree with that. Do you know what I teach my son? I teach my son that it's very okay for you to have emotions. It's not okay for you to lose control of your emotions. See, being able to express your emotions, it shows your humanity. Not being able to control your emotions shows that you are not, you haven't you're not in control of this machine. We don't call this a brain in my house. We call this a machine. And I'm constantly trying to tell him or explain to him, you know, in a way like, okay, you got to reset your machine. That's why you go to sleep at night. It's gotta, you know, upload and take in everything that it just took in, and it's got to load that shit. It's got to figure out what the data is. You know what I mean? Like, we talk like that. I don't mind allowing my son his time to express his emotions and feel his emotions, but I do tell him that you got to get your shit together. Like, we can't just lose it, but we can have emotions, and hopefully that doesn't, you know, mess him up later. But that's my feeling as an adult. DJ Brian J said, I won't be an adult until 35, period. And I agree. Adulting, it's this is not for the young kids. This ain't. It's not. Hell, we get to still claim our kids on our taxes until 24. I just found that out yesterday because I actually did taxes. And yes, Georgie and Zoe, I'm going to be claiming y'all ass until I can't no more. And will. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Facts. These changes will also wait, I already said that. Bowman said hard penises and imagination happen to them tomboys. Bowman Lee also said young boys learn the art of manipulation to sex young females and women. Okay. Maybe instead of trying to learn how to manipulate a woman into sex, you just learn what a woman wants or how to talk to a woman so that you can have sex with them. I don't know. Like, you ain't got to trick me into having sex if I want to have sex. You just got to explain to me why you the person I should have sex with. Right? That's how y'all feel, right, ladies? Because, see, this is the thing. In a man's mind, I think men honestly believe that we don't want to have sex, or we're not as horny as they are. We are. We do. It's just some of y'all gross us out before we get a chance to have sex with y'all. A lot of times it's what comes out your mouth. We're just like, yeah, I can't do it. Whereas men, it seems like y'all don't care about the mental of the vessel. You just want the vessel. Like, glory holes. Y'all just stick y'all hole in anything. Y'all just stick y'all thing in any hole, and as long as it's pleasure, then y'all good. It's not the same for a woman. We're a little different. Some of us need to be, you know, convinced, but we want it. We just don't want to give it freely, but we're giving. Does that make sense? It's so. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. No, I don't necessarily believe that either. We from the same place. We just speak different languages. That's what I think. Greenfinger said Jordan Peterson said it best when he said the most dangerous man is the one that knows how to use the sword, but keeps it sheathed until it is absolutely necessary. I agree. There's nothing wrong with knowing how to fight, but deciding not to. I can kick your ass. It doesn't necessarily mean I have to. But you put your hands on me, Shawty, and you gonna learn today. All right, y'all. That's another good show underneath the belt, y'all. That's another good show underneath the belt. This was episode 491. And if you want to catch more All Hustle No Fear, if you haven't seen the show before and you just happen to tune in today and you're like, I like that girl, she's funny, then you can go to allhustlenofear.com and catch episodes there. We have old episodes there. Also, if you would like some of the shorts from the show, or you want to catch just little segments, visit YouTube. Visit YouTube at All Hustle No Fear as well. We're there. Love you guys on TikTok. Hey, how y'all doing TikTok? Show me a little bit of love if you can. Show me a little bit of love if you can. And shout out to everybody else out there. Y'all already know, if you got music submissions, allhustlenofear.com. If you would like to be an advertiser, allhustlenofear.com. And if you want to sit over here and be a guest, allhustlenofear.com. And until then, Teacher Anitra says you have to pick and choose your battles. And my favorite thing to say is you can't pick your family, but you can pick your nose. This is All Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Here's T-Mo Goody with Top of the AA, the AA. I'll see you later today. Yay.
Top of the AA. It's the top of the AA. It's the top of the AA. It's the top of the AA. I'm up in that this money. People think it's funny. You walk when I be running. I need it in a hurry. Look, shout it body curvy. Her man looking worried. Don't wanna have to bury your tail tuck scurry. I don't want no problem. I'll be the one to solve them. Don't fight over no bitches. Too many in the world. She's never really yours. You're never really hers. My vision full of blurs. These niggas looking scared. Looking like a coward. Your attitude is sour. You do it for the minute, I do it for the hour. God gave me the power, grace and gave me mercy. Haters wanna curse me, but their weapons didn't prosper. Satan tried to hurt me, chocolate like a Hershey. New York out to New Jersey, like James I'm worthy. He see a G coming, but I don't wanna. If I did, she's a goner. We be smoking marijuana in some corner of the AA, the top of the AA. Of the AA, the top of the AA. I'd have her in a sauna by the end of the night. We'd be under the moonlight. By the end of the night, we'd be on Versace sheets with a bottle of Bel Air, looking up at the stars with just a few cares. Fingers through your hair, playing truth or dare. You a model, I'm a player. It's been groomed and I care. Don't give a fuck about this bullshit in the world. I only care about my little boy and two little girls. My wife and my mama, my daddy and my brothers, and everybody else. They get caught up in the struggle and suffer. Long suffering. It's the top of the AA. The top of the AA. It's the top of the AA. The top of the AA.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is All Hustle, No Fear on Hits 92.3. And every morning you wake up with us because we rock your mic.
Mm-hmm. How big is your mic, Sunshine?
Big enough to interview you with.
Are you in need of some tattoo therapy? Visit Studio 219 for your next tattoo or piercing. Studio 219 is located at 1900 Piedmont Road in Atlanta, just 1 mile from the Lindbergh train station. Studio 219 is open Monday through Saturday from 12 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. and closed every Sunday. Book your appointment today by visiting www.studio219ink.com. That's studio219inc.com. Make sure to follow 219 on Instagram for promotions and specials at Studio219INK. Studio 219. Let us fix your creative itch. What's up? You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio.